Day 116. Slept so much better last night. Thank goodness it didn't pour a bunch because I camped us in a hole because it had the best break from the wind. But I also worried that if it rained really hard, we would be floating this morning. So luckily there were just a couple sprinkles on the tent as we went to sleep. I love rain on tent. It's one of my favorite noises. Hail, thunder, and lightning on tent, not so much. So we had a nice restful night with the sounds of the lake, but I think there's a boat back there somewhere because I kept hearing something bopping and it would wake me up. I'm thinking, oh my gosh, there's somebody out there. And somebody was parked like in our camp spot because we just have the tent here, obviously no car. Somebody was parked here at some point in the middle of the night and then took off. And so that was a little bit weird. But other than that, good night's sleep. This morning, I'm dealing with maps, trying to figure out this Butte cutoff route to get us to Butte from here at Ennis Lake, because I don't have a map for the Deer Lodge National Forest, and my Gallatin National Forest map runs out here. So basically trying to do everything on the phone, which I'm having charging issues with in that we haven't had any sun, so our solar panels have not been effective. My external battery is completely dead, but luckily Gary, our neighbor, took my battery and he's helping, he's charging it, but that thing takes forever, so I don't expect a huge amount of charge out of it. And then possibly a person I'm connected with through Facebook, maybe coming a little bit later too, and then I can maybe charge up my phone. Because I basically need to spend some quality time with this map to figure out our mileage to get us to Butte, because if we don't have enough food to get to Butte, then we need to get down, you know, from here's a good place to hitch down to Ennis and pick up a little bit extra. So yeah, basically planning and logistics, but sunny, just some light clouds in the sky, beautiful day it's looking to be, so all good. Well, it's almost 1 o'clock and the wind has started, but it's been a super productive morning and afternoon, and it's a beautiful day out. We're still at the Meadow Lake Campground on Ennis Lake. I found out that there was I took like almost 50 screenshots of this Butte cutoff route, and I'm thinking, oh my gosh, it's gonna take forever. In between this Gaia app and this CalTopo map I can't get unless I'm online. Comparing them and checking this route every mile is going to be a pain in the ass. But I found out that there's actually a ranger station for the Beaver Head Deer Lodge National Forest here in Ennis. So I made a deal. I gave Gary, our neighbor, my Gallatin National Forest visitor map, and we got him lunch in exchange for giving us a ride into Ennis to check out the ranger station. Unfortunately, the chick at the ranger station was a fill-in and was not able to sell any maps today. What the hell, USFS. But anyway, luckily Shedhorn Sports in Ennis was able to sell the maps. They had them in stock, so I was able to get a National Forest visitor map for the central portion of the Deer Lodge Beaverhead National Forest and draw out our route. So much easier, even though those maps are huge and unwieldy as hell. At any rate, we got to get out of here, get some miles. We got a bunch of road walking in front of us before we get back on the forest. We're taking a little bit of a route back to Tobacco Root Mountains and heading in the direction first of Whitehall, where one of our YouTube viewers is located, and standing by, looking forward to meeting him, and he said he'd give us a hand out here. So that's fantastic. We haven't had a shower. By the time we get there, it'll have been a week since a shower and laundry. Oof, we already stink bad. All right, well, just in time for the wind, we are ready to bail. Meadow Lake Campground. We got some road walking in front of us. Last view of the lake. And a good old Gary. Oh my gosh, that guy was so rad. He helped us out a ton. Just super fun. Great conversation. Just really interesting guy. He's out sort of RV lifing it right now down here in the States, where he's from Alberta province, a little bit south of Calgary in Canada. He's looking to have a warmer winter. So we wish him luck and maybe cross paths with him if he decides he likes Arizona, because we like Arizona. Arizona's a great state. Anyway, off we go. I've never seen a road actually getting graded before. That was cool. First tracks. first foot tracks anyway. Look at all that fresh graded road. We could go and leave our footprints for eternity in there, or until the water truck comes back by it and squirts it all down. Making new friends already. Well, come on. Hi. You are so beautiful. These horses are gorgeous. Oh my goodness, I wish I had something healthy to give you. You beauties. I love the horses. So, hi, sweetie. Hi. Oh, you have some sassy hair. You guys are beautiful. Aww. Yeah. There we go. There we go. Such sweethearts. Yeah, sweetheart. Hi. Hi. I love horses. Okay, we've been this way by car twice now. I remember this hill. It's so funny how your perspective changes so much depending on your mode of travel. Like, oh, little hill, no problem in a car. Doesn't feel any different than walking it. And now we're out here and we're just like, what? What fresh hell is this? Climbing on a trail? This is madness. Now we got sheep. Sheep. The sheep are harder to say hello to because of this taller fence. Look at all those little cuties. They were real curious. Now they're suspicious. Oh yeah, there you go. Less than an hour, less than 3 miles, and already in that time, 2 people have stopped to offer us rides. Amazing. Love Montana. The first was like a tiny baby, like a baby seat and everything in the back. And I was like, really? But she was so nice. We told her what we were doing. She's like, winter's coming. And then a dude, when they pick up in an old trailer, just to, who knows, he might have asked us to ride the trailer like charity or something. But he just stopped and asked us to bring it around. That's amazing. I seriously, like, the more I spend time, or the more time I spend here in Montana, the more I just love this state. It's a great place. But winter is coming, so we better hurry up and get our asses out of here. I look back towards the Ennis Basin, the big straight mountains. The coast is so beautiful out here. These mountains we're going into. There's a dead deer back there. It smells horrible. Oh my god. Walked right up on it because the wind's blowing the opposite direction. Beautiful. It's a little bit after 4. We've gone about 8.25 miles so far out of Ennis Lake. It's beautiful up here. Oh my goodness. I wish we were walking that way because the skies are blue and not that way, even though those mountains are pokier and spikier and cooler, but the sky's like ominous and threatening. Whatever, you can't have it all. So anyway, we're gonna stop here for some water and get back for a minute. There's no cover from the wind out here, unfortunately. But at least there's a place to sit on the side of the road and watch this babbling brook babble by. So that guy driving away with the trailer was Taylor. I'm so easily amused. Thank God, because it gets boring out here sometimes. Anyway, he offered us a ride, to, he asked us if we were going to the National. And like, Nightcrawler didn't know what he was talking about. At first I didn't know what he was talking about. And then I got, he was talking about the National Forest. Yes, we are. He offers us a ride. And we declined. You know, we're walking from Mexico to Canada. And he said, he's like, yeah, I did that trail, the Continental Divide Trail, back when it first opened. And he said he's done the PCT like 16 or 17 times. I don't know. He had a really cute dog with him too. But anyway, so he passes by going the way we're going, and we just saw him coming back down off the National. And he said that, what was that? Oh, yeah. He said that when we get onto the National, the first camp we see will be his trailer and some horses and a cooler with some Coronas in it, which is funny because incidentally, even though he's not a drinker, that's Nightcrawler's favorite beer when he does have a drink. So, yay, we have something to look forward to, you know. And even though the weather still looks super shitty up there, it's looking a lot better than it did when we stopped to get the water. I feel like it's trying to break up for us, so yay, thanks clouds, thanks Montana, love this state, it's rad. This sign says, please return groomer snowmobile, put it here. So like, did someone steal it? Like, just put it back here, no questions asked, or like, is this just where they park it? Because we just passed 2 signs that say no parking from here to the U.S. To the national boundary. But you know, please give us our snowmobile back. We won't press charges, we swear. Well, we're finally almost back on the National Forest. Yay, public land. Beautiful view back down to Ennis Lake and the mountains of Big Sky where we were right before. And now we have some awesome rocks. These guys. Yay! Yay! We're on the beaver head. Well, almost. Just have to go over this gross cow grate. Ew. There's a swamp in there. Camping limit 16 days. So good to be back on public lands, Beaverhead National Forest. That's just fun to say. I haven't seen a beaver yet. We've seen all kinds of wiggle rivers they've made and dams and whatnot. Still no beaver, nor any otters, might I add. You water critters need to step up your game. So we're hanging out with Taylor in the Cowboy Hall of Fame, which is awesome. Dude, he's fucking rad. And his dog Freckles, he's basically the range boss of this part of the forest, the ranch that he's the boss of, runs cattle on this part of the ranch, or the forest. They have, can't remember how many head of cattle he said they have here, but a lot. So we've been hanging out, trading stories, and he's like a long distance hiker, or he was, but now he's doing awesome stuff.
And I'm doing awesome stuff too.
Well, you were the one I was saying.
Oh, I was doing awesome stuff?
Yeah, well, yeah.
Okay.
He continues to do awesome stuff. With his dog Freckles here. Oh my goodness. This has been a fantastic day so far. And yeah, it's definitely going to be a shitstorm here tonight. So luckily for us, he's offered us a cabin across the bridge. Hang out with the cows, make some friends. It's a good day on the trail. So wow, yeah, you can't see shit because, oh wait, maybe I can, yeah, so we're still at Taylor's place. He's got a cabin here. This cabin was built in 1931. It's the stacked wood style, not chinked wood. He did specify that. I'm not exactly sure what that means. He's like the wood stacked up against each other. I'm not a carpenter. I'm not a house builder. I don't know. But anyway, this cabin is from 1931. It's awesome. And it has this huge party size bunk on it. I mean, like you could literally fit 6 people. That's like the size of a shelter on the AT on the bottom. And then the top bunk there that he offered for us to stay in. Because apparently, according to him, the weather's supposed to get super shitty tonight and then even shittier tomorrow. So that's all exciting news. But he offered us the cabin for this evening, and then if we decide to not hike out tomorrow, he said we could go down. He has a house in Ennis where we could do our laundry and take a shower, which wouldn't be a horrible thing, especially if it's shitty weather, because we haven't had a shower by tomorrow in almost a week. Well, in his case, it's been a week. So, oh my God, this place is rad as hell. Like,
You should see the books.
this is just like trail magic galore. I'm like super stoked. So, oops. Oh, he has a headlamp. He has a 2-pack of headlamps up there. Only one has been taken. There's one free for your use. But oh my God, this place is just awesome. So, what is that? Oh no, what? Yes. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Taylor is like, he's awesome. He was a physicist and he like decided that he didn't want to be a physicist anymore. He worked for JPL in Pasadena. And he just one day hung up his lab coat and was just like, fuck all this. I'm going to go for a hike and go live outside. And he's been doing that ever since. He said he's been cowboying for 50 years. And he was inducted in the Cowboy Hall of Fame in 2016. Pretty freaking awesome to meet him today, and just a fascinating human with like amazing stories like all day long. So what a fantastic day this has turned out to be. From Gary this morning, that totally helped us out, and like tons of information, to Taylor this evening and Freckles, and then he introduced us to his horses outside, Iceman and Josie and Domino. This has just been a fantastic day. So, but in the meantime, it's dark outside, as you can tell, because I'm having to wear my headlamp. So we're going to hit this rack as soon as we make it. Good night.